In the development of this project, I was helped by PCBWay, which is one of the most experienced PCB manufacturing companies in China in field of PCB prototype and fabrication. If you want to make your own PCB for this project or for any other electronic project, PCBWay is a great choice. They have a large online community where you can find the open source project and you can also share your project there. From my personal experience, I can tell you that on this community you can find many useful projects with already designed PCBs from where you can place an order directly. To make an order for our custom PCB, we need to click on Quote Now. On the right side, you can see the place for ordering the PCBs for selected parameters. And on the left, there are additional options to tweak for your PCBs. So if you want your PCB, just type PCBWay.com on your browser.
Hello, power supply unit is the most useful and necessary device in every laboratory. Today I received package from AliExpress which contains RD6006W 60 volts 6 amperes DC-DC adjustable power supply. As you can see, the device is solidly packed and protected from damage during the transport. It arrived relatively quickly, in less than a month from China to Macedonia. Package contains power supply control module, next temperature sensor, Bluetooth module for wireless communication, and spare fuse. This is only a control and regulation module, and in order to have a complete laboratory power supply, a direct voltage source is also needed. For the input power source, I will use this 24 volts 5 amps power supply from an old printer because it is compact and provides enough power for my needs. The device includes these two components, a wireless module and a temperature sensor that serves to control battery charging. They are mounted on corresponding connectors to the motherboard, as you will see below. First, I installed the module and the DC input source in a suitable compact housing made of 5mm thick PVC board. On the back side, there is a plug for mains power, as well as a temperature sensor. Now I will present you some of the features of this device. The blinking of the power button signals that the device is in standby mode. At the first startup, after the logo, the basic informations appear. These are the input voltage value, output voltage and current settings, power consumption, as well as over voltage and over current protections. On the front there are function buttons and numerical buttons, as well as a rotary encoder for easy operation. The device also has a battery charging function. The battery should be connected to the green terminal with the positive pole and the black with the negative pole of the battery. When you connect the battery icon should be red. And we can read the current voltage of the battery, 2.77 volts. Next we need to adjust the charging voltage and current. For one lithium cell, the voltage should be 4.1 volts and the current from 200 to 600 milliamperes, in my case about 400 milliamperes. We will set the charging voltage to 4.1 volt. And now show the charging voltage and current. To enter the system settings menu, we need to press Shift plus menu buttons. In this menu, several settings are made, such as Wi-Fi connection, language, logo display, beeper, backlight, as well as time settings. A very useful and interesting feature of this model is that it can be controlled through an application on a smartphone or PC. The PC application in particular is very useful and contains many functions. First we need to choose right COM port, in our case COM3, and connect to device. Now we have in this screen basic functions like voltage set, current set, synchronized clock, etc. Next we have advanced functions. Also very useful options is firmware update, and also we can change even startup logo on the device. This is a phone application through which we can control the power supply wirelessly. I think the most important feature is the constant current settings that will surely save you a lot of electronic components and devices. In one of my previous videos you can see the construction of my cheap power supply with the ZK4KX buck boost converter model. However, with this power supply I often had problems with the constant current options, especially with higher consumption of a device. Just to emphasize that I purchased the device with my own funds, so I want to say that when testing the device there is no influence of any kind of sponsorship. I have been using a new power supply for some time, and at least for now it fully justifies all the funds invested in it.